Hello, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on today. If you would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be another one of my missing mysteries. Okay, so for those of you all who are familiar with my missing mysteries, is when I do a psychic investigation for a missing person, usually someone that spirit has drawn me to do a reading on that is on the FBI missing persons list. Okay, so guys, remember that this is going to do, I'm doing this in multiple parts. So I am going to pull some tarot, but I also did a spirit reading. There's multiple different things that I do in an effort to get the truth and the clarity as to what happened with the missing person. Okay, guys? So, um, of course, you all know that I am your host, Poetic Psychic Pisces, High Priestess, which I would like to welcome you to today's true crime. Um, Missing mystery. Okay, your support is definitely appreciated. Okay, so you can always like, share, subscribe, comment, send your super sticker, super thanks, or what have you, as well as you can make a modest contribution to Cash App, which is $Diamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamond, and that helps the growth of this channel, guys. Okay, now I would also like to give a brief copyright disclaimer. This commentary, as you can see scrolling at the bottom of the screen, is covered under the Fair Use Act of 1976 under Section 107, which allowance is made for the purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, um, as well as investigations and opinions and what have you guys. Okay. Um, and I would like to say you all definitely need to use your own discernment, govern yourselves accordingly. And even though this is for your entertainment purposes only, my psychic investigations are something that's very real. It's very serious. It's no laughing matter at all, or what have you. But for the sake of saying, I do have to say this is for your entertainment purposes only, guys. Okay? So, without any further ado, we're definitely going to go ahead and get into um, today's missing mystery. So let's get started, guys. Okay, guys. So as you can see on your screen, today's missing mystery is going to be about Miss Diana Rose Alejandre Garcia Gonzalez. Okay. This is someone who is on the missing persons list on the FBI missing persons list, actually. Okay. So we're going to go through some brief, just overview information pertaining to what's happening with this situation, what's going on here, guys. Let me just make sure y'all can hear me and everything, okay? So as I said, the FBI's missing persons for today's missing mystery is Diana Rose Alejandre Garcia Gonzalez. Okay, she is believed to have gone missing sometime between April and May of 2020. Okay, she is from Winter Haven, California, or at least that's where she was staying. As you know, that's where she was living when she went missing. Okay. She has several aliases, guys. Okay, so she has gone by Diana Garcia, Diana Gonzalez, Diana um, Valencia, I believe I'm saying that right. Valenzuela. She also has gone by Tiffany Alvarez. Okay, her date of birth is December 21st of 1987. She's a Sagittarius. She was born in California. Her hair is light brown or blonde. She has brown eyes. Her height is about 5'3" tall. She weighs about 250 pounds. Her sex is a female. Her race is white Hispanic. And the languages she speaks is English and Spanish. Okay. She has quite a bit of scars and marks on her body as well. Several tattoos of several different names on various different areas of her body. Um, She has a heart with double horns tattooed on her body, as well. Do she have a Queen of Hearts on her finger as well? Her ears and her lips are also pierced. Okay. As it relates to remarks pertaining to Miss Diana Gonzalez, she is known to travel quite a bit, okay, from Winterhaven, California to Yama, Arizona, as well as Mexico. But since her disappearance, there's been no sightings of her in any of those places, and there's been no sightings of her period since her disappearance, okay? Um, Now, as far as the details of the situation regarding her, the FBI Field Office San Diego is handling her case, her disappearance. Okay. She was last seen at her home in Winter Haven, California. Um, Last her family heard from her was on April 29th of 2020. Okay. But she may not have disappeared until early May. Okay. It is said that she left all of her belongings at home. She left her phone, her purse, and other belongings as well. Okay. And she's never been seen or heard from again, guys. Okay. So, there was just a lot of different things. Okay. Um, I do kind of want to break from this. It kind of ties into this, but it kind of doesn't. It doesn't have anything to do with her situation particularly, but I'm going to mention it just because of the fact that she has a Hispanic genes or whatever. I was very, very surprised. Anybody can go to the FBI's most wanted list or FBI's missing persons list or what have you. If you go to the FBI's missing persons list right now, like the top, I want to say 2, 4, like the top, like almost anywhere from 6 to 8 people, y'all. These people, they have some type of what stuck out to me is they have some type of Hispanic or Spanish background or heritage of some kind. They were in the United States at one point in time. There were several people. There's like several different people on there who were in the United States. They traveled to Mexico, and then all of a sudden they disappeared. Okay, I want to let the FBI know that all of those persons. Okay, it was too many of them for me to do all their missing persons on tonight. But my spirit guides told me specifically because one of them is like both of these people are on the FBI's missing persons list, but they're a mother and a daughter, and they were traveling together. They left the United States and they traveled to Mexico. The other girl, I believe she traveled from the United States to Mexico, and then there's like another set of individuals as well. My spirit guides tell me all of those persons who there was some type of search, okay, ever since there's been several things like nobody has spake about it, okay, but I would tell anybody, especially like anybody period, but especially if you are from the United States traveling to Mexico, anywhere, you definitely, for one, do not travel alone, especially if you are a woman. But there has been something going on and nobody is talking about it, okay? People are coming up missing and popping up dead in Mexico, and these are people specifically from the United States, and it's been going on for a long time, ever since that one girl, what's her name? Wasn't it like Shaquila? Robinson or something like that. That's the black chick that went down there with her group of friends, and like some big fight or brawl or something broke out or something like that, and she wound up dead. Well, then it was a group of like one woman and three guys, or two women and two guys that traveled down there. They ended up getting abducted and kidnapped. They ended up being rescued or what have you, but it was some other people. It was another. It's like been several cases. You know what I'm saying? Over like the last I one that I have paid attention to, that have been brought to my attention, like the last maybe 2-3 years. American citizens are traveling to Mexico, and they're either being abducted and like going missing, or they're being found dead. And this is being done on fucking purpose, y'all. Now, the people that I'm specifically speaking about, they have some type of Spanish or Hispanic type of heritage or background or whatever. So it wouldn't be unfamiliar for them to travel to them places. They may even have family or friends there, or may actually naturally be from there. But every one of the people that I'm speaking about, no matter where they're from, they had legal citizenship and was living in the United States when they were traveling back to Mexico. But they traveled to Mexico, like there's a record of them leaving the United States, traveling to Mexico, and then they fucking disappear. They are being killed or held in the United States, is what my spirit guides are telling me. They are freaking, it's like they're people in Mexico, okay, are attacking people coming from the United States. They're either holding them, kidnapping them, holding them hostage, kidnapping them, robbing them. They're killing them, though. People from the United States, you need to be very careful. There's some beautiful places, Cancun and all kinds of places, vacation places and stuff like that, or whatever, in Mexico. But what I noticed also with the Shaquilla situation, I didn't know as many black people travel to Mexico as they do. Y'all need to be the fuck careful, man, okay? They may be open and welcoming or whatever to receive people's money, especially in Mexico, to receive people's money from other places. But I'm telling you, you're more vulnerable and more susceptible to being attacked in some type of way if you go there, if you're not the fuck careful, okay? And it's interesting, but there's like, and I noticed that, and because I was sitting up wondering, I'm looking at these people, and I'm like, why in the fuck is, because all of these people, they were in Mexico, and then all of a sudden they went missing, and I was wondering, I'm like, why in the hell is the FBI in the United States working on cases of people that, things that's happening to people in Mexico? Is because they were living in the United States. They traveled from the United States. They were living in the United States, or they have United States citizenship when they went to Mexico. But they just completely fucking vanished. They went missing. My spirit guides told me I didn't have time to do all of their missing mysteries tonight, because my spirit guides draw me to this woman here or whatever, but she even has a Spanish background or what have you. But my spirit guides told me to tell the FBI, if y'all listening, y'all watching, all of those people, they are being killed in Mexico on purpose. They never left Mexico, okay? Whether they have been killed, and I have to look into each individual of their situations, but they're either being held hostage, or they have been abducted and being held hostage, or they have been killed. But my spirit guides tell me that every last one of them are still in Mexico, whether dead or alive. They're still in Mexico. They never left Mexico at all. But it just amazes me. Like, I kid you not, if you go to the FBI's missing persons list, like the top, I want to say about 8 people are they either went missing in, like, they all went missing in Mexico, but the majority of them traveled from the United States to Mexico and like was just never seen or heard from again. And I'm like, this the fuck is weird. And I've never seen our FBI cover, so many cases that had to do with Mexico. And I'm like, why are their authorities not handling this or whatever? But the more I looked into it, I'm like, it's because these people traveled from the United States. They had United States citizenship and went down there for whatever reason or what have you, and just vanished. But my spirit guides, I'm telling you, FBI, they never left Mexico. They made it to Mexico. Nothing happened to them on their way to Mexico. They made it to Mexico, okay? But they never left there, okay? Dead or alive, they never left Mexico. Something happened to them in Mexico, okay? It is on they people what the hell happened to them, okay? But I'm telling you, y'all better be careful. Y'all traveling over to these foreign countries and different shit like that or what have you, because you're more vulnerable, okay? You're going over there, especially if you're vacationing and different things. You got people, y'all don't know, man. You have people that be sitting back who watch for things like this. If you're going on vacation and thing, they already know you. Obviously, if you're going on vacation, you're traveling with money. You plan to shop, you plan to eat, drink, play, you plan to do whatever. You plan for hotels, you plan for this, you plan for that. They know you got money. Okay? And then you're talking about especially traveling places where like human trafficking and different things like that rates are really really high and different things like that. Like it's a multitude of different things, but people are being abducted. They're being robbed. They're being held hostage. They're being murdered after whatever is taken from them, if not straight up trafficked and different shit. But the majority of them are being murdered. There has been, in the last 3 years, there has been a lot of Americans who have either just straight up vanished and gone missing after they went to Mexico, but there's been a lot that we know of that have died just for them going down to Mexico for fun or adventure or whatever. Y'all not pay attention. Y'all be distracted by a lot of fucking shit. And nobody be paying attention to the stuff that be going on. But anyway, y'all. So we're gonna get back to Diana Rose Alejandre Garcia Gonzalez, okay? In her situation, guys, okay? Because, and I'm just gonna say, for the sake of saying, like I knew all of the, first of all, FBI, a woman does not go anywhere without her belongings, without her phone, without her purse, without her keys, without like her personal belongings that she would need every single day. A woman is not going anywhere without it, which let me further know that something happened with her at home. Okay. Um, that means automatically either somebody she know personally or a neighbor, somebody close to her that she was either familiar with, or even if she wasn't familiar with the person. These are my thoughts just off the top of looking into her situation. Okay, something happened to her at home. Also, for some reason, I'm seeing her with no shoes on. For some reason, I feel like she don't have any shoes on, like she's barefoot. There's something with no shoes. She has no shoes on, which means she was at home and she was comfortable when the situation happened. Even when she disappeared, she has no shoes on. I'm also seeing dark skies, the top of trees, but I'm being specifically drawn to like a street light, and it's very bright. So I know it's dark on the trees. I can see the trees clearly, but there's darkness around it, so I know it's nighttime. She has on no shoes, and when she went missing, it was nighttime. Okay. Um, and those are some main things that I felt right away. I'm like, one, a woman don't go anywhere without her personal belongings, especially her money, her phone, and her keys. You understand what I'm saying? All of that was left behind. Her purse, her phone, okay, money, keys, like everything that a woman would carry on a daily basis was left at home. Okay. And so it didn't say whether or not she lived in a house or an apartment or anything or whatever, because a house, if she lived in a house, then that pretty much narrows it down, because with people who live in houses, most people who live in houses have like either personal visitors or visitors from neighbors, especially late in the evening and at nighttime. Apartment complex, you have more people coming and going, and you have a lot of people who live in apartment complex. So you have all the traffic for the people who live there and is there on the regular, and then all the traffic of any guests that they may have coming in and out of a small apartment complex of however many people live in an apartment complex. So she would be in an apartment complex, she would be more inclined to run into somebody she's familiar with, a neighbor, or a stranger. Okay. So these are all the things that I thought about when looking into this. Like I said, I did go ahead and do a spirit reading. So I pretty much got it narrowed down. I know matter of factly what went on with her, but we're going to get into the tarot as well, guys. Okay. So let's get to this, let's get to her reading, okay, guys? So let me get this situated for you all to see. Okay, so hopefully you all can see this clearly. I think I'm going to start off with the spirit reading, and we are going to get into any other messages from tarot, okay, that we have, guys, okay? So I'm going to go through the answers that because I've already done the spirit reading, okay? So I have the answers to all these questions already, okay? But for the sake of those who are skeptical and want to see me do this to make sure that I'm getting the right answers, I can ask these questions again so you can see for yourself and we both can make sure that I got the right answers, okay? And then we'll get into the tarot, okay? Okay, guys, so question number 1. I asked my spirit guides, and when I do, real quick, y'all, when I do a spirit reading, I ask my spirit guides, or either if I feel the energy of the person that I'm talking about coming to come through, then they will speak to me, or either my spirit guides will speak to me and give me the answers, okay? But I ask questions where I can get a straight up yes or no answer, okay? And then from those questions, sometimes I can branch off. You know how sometimes you ask a question and then there's other questions depending on the answer of that question. There's other questions that piggyback off that main question. This is how I'll be able to break things down to this, that, or the other, okay? So question number 1, I asked my spirit guide, on the day of Diana's disappearance, was she home alone? My spirit guide says yes. Question number 2, I asked, is Diana still alive? My spirit guide says no. Question number 3, I asked my spirit guides, did someone visit Diana's home on the day that she disappeared? Like a guest? Did she have company? A stranger, like anybody? Did anyone visit her on the day that she disappeared? And my spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, did anyone lure Diana away from home? And so I proceeded to go through a series of different people. So I asked the overall question, did anyone lure her away from home? And I got a yes. But then I needed to know, I had to branch off from that question, and I needed to know who lured her away from home. So when I asked my spirit guides, did a neighbor lure Diana away from home? I got a no. I asked, did a stranger lure Diana away from home? I got a no. I asked, did a friend lure Diana away from home? I got a no. I asked, did her family member lure her away from home? I got a no. I asked, did a lover lure Diana away from home? And I got a yes. Okay. Question number 5, is Diana deceased? My spirit guide says yes. Okay. And that's another thing that I do as well to make sure I'm getting the right answers. Like, question number 2 is Diana alive? I got a no. Okay. So clearly I would need to ask if she's deceased, if I've already been told that whether or not she's still alive or not, or whatever. But I asked the opposite question just to make sure I'm getting the right answer. So when I ask, is Diana deceased? I got a yes. Okay, guys. Question number 6, was Diana hurt or injured? My spirit guide says yes. Question number 7, was it day or night when Diana disappeared? I got a no on day and a yes on night. Question number 8, was Diana wearing shoes? I got a no. That was something that stuck out to me the most, okay? She was not wearing shoes at the time of her disappearance. And like I said, because I get an overall energy, the way I'm drawn to certain people, how I decide if I'm going to do a reading on them, on the missing mystery. There's certain visions I have, certain ways that I feel, certain things that I see, okay? And for some reason, I seen her with no shoes on, and then I keep seeing the street light, a very bright street light, and I see the top of the trees, like the leaves and the branches or whatever on the trees that's like way up where the street light would be or whatever, and I can see a portion of the sky to let me know it's nighttime. There's darkness on the trees, but it's really bright street light, okay? So I think that was spirit way of letting me know that it was nighttime outside, but it stuck out that she had no shoes on, okay? Because I see like her bare feet, like no shoes, okay? So it was nighttime when she disappeared. Question number 8, was Diana wearing shoes? That was a no. Question number 9, was Diana abducted? That was a yes. Okay. That was another thing that bothered me. Okay. Because Diana is 250 pounds. Okay. This is in for someone that means that she is full figured. Okay. It seems like that she's like naturally thick, naturally big bone type of a woman. Okay. Okay. And from there, common sense would tell you that first of all, if she was attacked in her house, then there would be some type of trace evidence, some type of DNA, some type of signs of a struggle, or something like that. If she was killed in her home, somebody would have had to be big, tall, and very muscular to carry her body out of there because her body wasn't found in her home. Okay, so we know that didn't go on. So I'm like, somebody had to lure her away from home. Okay, because if she was killed at home, not only would they have to be big and strong enough to carry her, one, or either they would have had to dismember her, which means chop her body up in pieces, put them in bags, and carry them out individually, things like that, or whatever. But I wasn't seeing that. Okay, so this means somebody lured her away from home. Uh, and took her elsewhere, okay? Which means she would have had to be under duress. She would have had to be frightened. She would have been had to been threatened. A lot would have had to take place for her to just willingly, without a fight, you know what I'm saying, per se, lured away from her home or what have you. Okay, so she was actually abducted from her home. Okay, I asked my spirit guides, was Diana murdered? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, was Diana attacked at her home? My spirit guide says yes. Now she was under attack at home, but she was not killed at home, but she was like somebody was threatening her. Okay, may have like hit her or slapped her around or something like that to have gain control over her. But to attack her to the point of maybe some type of trace evidence or DNA or signs of a struggle may not have been left behind or whatever. The key signs to something obviously was wrong was the fact that all of her belongings were left behind at home. Okay, I asked my spirit guides, did Diana go outside to meet or talk to someone on the day she disappeared? My spirit guide says no. So that means that the person, and remember I asked, did someone visit Diana at her home on the day that she disappeared, and we got a yes. Okay, but she did not go outside. You know how sometimes when your friend come by your house or something, you might go outside, sit in their car and talk to them or something, or sit out on the porch and talk to them or something. She didn't go outside her house to talk to anybody. That means this person came to her house, came to her door, she let this person in, or either they had access into her home type of thing, because she didn't go outside to meet or talk to anyone on the day that she disappeared. However, she did have a visitor, she did have a guest at her home. Okay, I asked my spirit guides, does anyone close to Diana know of her whereabouts besides her lover? My spirit guide says no. So she has no family, no friends, no neighbors that know of her whereabouts. But remember, the lover was the one who lured her away from her home, which means her lover was the one who was the visitor, was the guest who came to her home that night. Okay. I asked my spirit guides, did Diana encounter a Spanish-speaking person on the day of her disappearance? My spirit guide says yes. So this lover of hers who came to her house, he is a Spanish-speaking person. Okay. I asked my spirit guides, did Diana leave home willingly the day of her disappearance? Actually, I didn't even get an answer on that. Let me go back, okay? I asked my spirit guides, was Diana's attacker alone? And I got a yes, though, okay? Hold on, guys. Did Diana leave home willingly on the day of her disappearance? Diana Rose Alejandre Garcia Gonzalez. If you are here, please walk forwards and backwards for no, left to right for yes. Did you leave willingly? So hopefully y'all can see that, but that's a no. Okay. So no, she did not leave willingly. That means that she was forced to leave at some point in time. Okay. Um, I asked my spirit guides, was Diana's lover somebody that she was already in relations with? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, did the lover did this because Diana wanted to break up with them? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides if Diana's lover is Spanish speaking person. My spirit guide says yes. Okay, so that means that this person may be Hispanic or something like that, or what have you. I asked my spirit guides, what people of all races have. Know how to speak Spanish, so it could be anybody, okay? But I matter of factly know who it is, so I'm just saying that for you all. Okay, I asked my spirit guides, do Diana's lover have legal citizenship in the United States? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, is Diana's lover Mexican? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides, did Diana's lover murder her after he lured her away from her home? My spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides if Diana's body was disposed of. My spirit guide says yes. She was in fact buried, and my spirit guide says yes. I asked my spirit guides if Diana's body is still in Winterhaven, California. My spirit guide says yes. My spirit guides, my spirit guides went on to tell me. I broke that question down from the fact that her body is still in Winterhaven, California. Now, and I know she's buried. So now I want to know specifically where her body is. So the first thing I asked Spirit was, did her lover bury her body at his home or where he lived? I gotta know, okay? So I proceeded to pick places from there, okay? I know she was like actually buried, because I asked Spirit, was she in the dirt? Is she in the earth? Or what have you? I asked Diana and she told me yes, okay? So I know she wasn't like thrown in a river, thrown in a body of water or anything like that. She was actually physically buried. She's in the land, she's in the earth, okay? My spirit guides went on to tell me that Diana's body is buried in an open field somewhere, okay? And then from there, I asked Spirit, is it like the woods? Is it a wooded area? And my spirit guide says, no, this is an open field, open land, but it's not wooded, okay? There's not any woods around it. I also asked my spirit guides, is there a lot of traffic that passed by the area? And my spirit guide says no. My spirit guides tell me that this is like some type of, it's still in Winter Haven, California, but it's like country town or land type, okay? Maybe it's not a lot of houses out there or businesses or what have you. It's like country, like how a country town, country land is, where they would have, places where they have like big open fields of land and different things where there may not be anything right there. She's buried in a place like that. She's still in Winter Haven, California. Okay, she's buried in an open field. It's not a wooded area. There's not a lot of traffic around. It's like a country land or country town type of place. It is a long distance away from where she lived, though, but it's still in Winter Haven, California. My spirit guides also tell me that a weapon was used. Diana's lover used a weapon, okay, and it was a gun. So she was shot, okay. She was also sexually assaulted before she was killed, my spirit guides tell me, okay? My spirit guides also tell me that her lover drives a truck or SUV, and it's a lighter color, like a green. Okay, I specifically asked about black and blue and red, and I got a no, okay? But I was told a lighter color, and then I got a hit on green. So the lover drives a truck or SUV, and it's some type of green color, okay? The lover's hair is like, it's not long, but it's not short. It's like ear length, is what Diana is telling me. His hair is ear length, okay? Her lover is short, but it's her height, okay? So we know she's like 5'3", okay? So her lover is like around the same height, okay? He's short, but he's her height. Diana is telling me. Her lover is muscular or big, okay? So he may be muscular in some type of way, or he may be kind of maybe full figured in some type of way, or something. If he's not full figured, maybe he's cut up with muscles and something like that, okay? My spirit guides tell me that on the night of Diana's disappearance, she was afraid because because her lover was threatening her with a gun. Okay, so that's how he was able to lure her from the home. He came to her house. Okay, maybe there was some type of argument or disagreement that went on. I believe Diana wanted to break up. They were obviously having some type of relationship problems. He pulled a gun on her. Okay, he forced her to leave. This is the reason why I see her with no shoes on. He didn't allow her to get any of her belongings. He didn't even allow her to put shoes on, and forced her to leave the house. Okay, that's how he was able to lure her away, because he had a weapon. He used a weapon and he used intimidation. Okay, um, so she was forced to leave with him. Okay, my spirit guides tell me that Diana's lover is still in Winterhaven, California. Okay, my spirit guides also tell me that her lover's name, um, and phone number is in Diana's phone that she left behind. Okay, my spirit guides also tell me that her lover's name began with a J, like, and then I got a hit on Jesus. So his name may be Jesus, which is spelled like Jesus, but it's pronounced Jesus. But his whatever his name begins with a J. Okay. Um, my spirit guides tell me that Diana's family don't know her lover. So her lover is somebody that she had been dealing with. She had been in relations with. Okay, that she already knew. Okay, but her family is not familiar with the lover. Her family had not met the lover. Okay, Diana is telling me that. Diana is telling me that she had recently started dating her lover. So, like, they may have been weeks or months dating, like, in or what have you. But they maybe had already had relations together, and, been doing relationship stuff with one another for a while. Okay, so this was done to Diana by a lover. Okay, Spirit is saying. Okay, and so just to go over again, who Diana is telling me did this is a lover of hers. He is Mexican, but he does have legal citizenship in the United States. Okay. Um, he lured her away from home. He abducted her. Okay. He traveled way out, somewhere. He sexually assaulted her, and he used a weapon to kill her, and he disposed of her body. The lover drives a truck or an SUV, likely green or lighter color. Okay, the lover hair is ear length. The lover's is short, but it's her height, so around 5'3" or so. Okay, the lover is muscular or big in some type of way. Um, The lover is still living in Winterhaven, California. Okay. His name and phone number is in Diana's phone. The lover's name began with a J, um, likely Jesus. Okay. Because he does have a Mexican name. Okay. Um, yeah. So that's what I got as far as the spirit reading for Diana, guys. Okay. So we are going to get into the tarot and see what other messages we get as it relates to the situation, y'all. Okay. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. That is your free way of showing your support to the channel. Spirit, please give us clear and accurate messages as it relates to Diana Rose Alejandre Garcia Gonzalez, please. Clear and accurate messages as it relates to Diana Gonzalez. She was severely hurt. He could have been trying to get some type of money out of her. Maybe he wanted some type of money from her or something. That was the Four of Swords and the Nine of Coins that fell out while I was shuffling. So give us clear and accurate messages as it relates to Diana Gonzalez. He could be. He could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm seeing the King of Swords. with the Magician. There's a lot of people coming out here. Spirit, give me clear and accurate messages as it relates to Diana. Five of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So there was some type of sadness, loss, disappointment, or regret that this person was in over money or a job, as well as the relationship here. Okay, it looks like he took his anger out on her. He may have lost a job. Yeah, Five of Wands here. I'm seeing there was some type of competition, jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, or competition here. I feel like Diana may have wanted to break up with him, which also set him off. He could have lost some type of money, lost a job, because the Eight of Pentacles is the money one makes from the work that they do here, okay? I'm also seeing Lovers here. They may have even worked together. Maybe that's how they met. They may have worked together. Somebody has a lover at work. Spirit, what else is going on? Yeah, he was jealous. He was very jealous and envious. He's seen some type of messages. Okay. He was very manipulative as well. He could with that Magician energy, he's very manipulative. He do a lot of things to like get his way and manipulate what he wants out of a person or what have you. But he was very jealous, very envious. Okay. There was some type of messages though. He seen some type of message of some kind. Yeah. Something that was secret, hidden. Okay. There's something with messages. Him being jealous about some type of messages. With the Moon card here, maybe Diana was trying to hide this from him or keep this secret from him, okay? Four of Swords here. This is the reason why he hurt her. Yeah. This is the reason why he hurt her. She may have met somebody on the job. Her mom, her family is in a lot of heartache and heartbreak, sadness, sorrow, misery, pain, anguish, extreme feelings, overwhelming emotions from the family, from a mother or mother figure. Okay, because of this change, because of what has happened, because of this tragedy, because of this chaos. Either Diana's lover was seeing somebody else on the job, or either he was seeing somebody else that he worked with, or either she had met somebody else that she worked with here. But there was some type of messages. He was definitely very jealous, very envious though, okay? About these secrets, shit that was being secret and covered up and hidden, okay? But there was like a completion, an ends within this relationship, and this is the reason why he hurt her. This is the reason why he hurt her. I think he also even felt like because he hadn't given her money or spent money on her, was generous or giving to her, he felt betrayed. Either he felt betrayed, or this is talking about the betrayal, the disloyalty, the sabotage, the ruin, the fatal ending here with her. Because I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune here. It's like maybe, and then I'm seeing the Ten of Swords and then death of this fire sign here. Nine of Pentacles. Two of Swords, Nine of Cups. She had met a water sign. She met a water sign that she took a liking to. Okay, whoever this air sign is, I feel like he was generous or giving to her. He spent maybe a lot of money on her. He felt betrayed that she didn't want to be with him anymore. With the death card being here, this is the reason why he killed her. This is the reason why he killed her. I'm seeing that Nine of Pentacles again. I feel like she wants to stand in her independence. She didn't care about his money. She made her own money. So it didn't matter to her, like what he was able to buy her or what he was doing to her. I feel like he was using like his finances, money, and resources to try to control her or something like that. This is the type of guy that is like, if he, takes you on a date, takes you out to eat, take you to the movies, pay your bills or something, that you belong to him type shit. You understand? Or whatever. But I'm seeing her here with the Nine of Pentacles, okay? And the Two of Swords, which means she made her own decisions. And decisions that she made is what was going to bring her the Nine of Cups, happiness, fulfillment. Hope, wish, or dream come true. She was very motivated and determined. Yeah, to make her own decisions. And she made a judgment, okay? But then that devil energy crept in here. The devil with the Chariot here. Yeah, with that air sign here, he forced her to leave with him. He's very toxic. He got a lot of bad habits. He may have addictions. But he's full of lust and temptations and lustful desires and toxicity. He forced her in this vehicle. With the devil, the Chariot, and his energy here, his air sign energy here again, he forced her in this vehicle. Yeah. She met a water sign that she took a liking to. He may have, and she felt like this water sign was like a hope, wish, or dream come true for her. This may be somebody that she met at work or something like that. Okay? But he's very jealous. He didn't like it. He didn't like it at all. And he severely injured her. And he killed her. Yeah. He felt like because he spent this money on her, that when he seen some type of messages or something that was hidden or something like that, or was supposed to be secret or something like that, like it was like betrayal, disloyalty. So he decided to ultimately betray her and cause a fatal ending. This is like fatal attraction. Fatal attraction. And maybe this is when she confessed that she wanted to break up. Yeah. Because she was independent. She made her own money. She was stable, secure, whatever. And like for her, it wasn't about the money. Like, because there's nothing wrong. Like, ain't nothing like a good man. You understand what I'm saying? Taking care of his woman, taking care of his family, his responsibilities or whatever. But for him, this guy felt like because he spent money on her, because he gave her money and took care of her in some type of way, that he like owned her, that he like controlled her. But this guy was jealousy, he was aggressive, he was abusive, he was all the other little things besides him having money that mattered to Diana. But he like, I didn't spend all this money on you or whatever. And Diana's like, I make my own money. I'm independent. I said in my own 2 feet. Two of Swords. She made a decision to go after her own happiness. What was going to fulfill her hopes, her wishes, her dreams. She was very motivated and determined to do this. Okay, she had clear vision. She was making wise decisions. Okay, and she made some type of judgment. She had put forth a lot of hard work and effort and invested wisely in herself. In a situation here, she met this King of Cups. Okay. This may even be someone from her past or something that she decided to rekindle something with or something like that or whatever. But this air sign did not like it. He was in this toxic, devil, evil, wicked, sinister, demonic energy. He forced her in this chariot, in this vehicle, and he killed her. Death card here with death and her in this Knight of Wands energy. That's her energy here. He killed her. This was ultimate betrayal. This was fatal attraction. Period. Spirit, what other messages? This whoever he is, he like abuses like his power or authority or some type of shit. He's also into dark magic, like dark arts. He may appear to be like possessed or demonically possessed or cursed or something. He's in this devil energy. He's very toxic, very sinister, very evil, very wicked. Okay? Yeah, he had an obsession for her as well. Obsessive love, jealousy, obsessive lover, other. He had an obsession for her. He was also with the binoculars there. He was watching her, spying on her. Okay? Yeah. Secrets here. Some type of secret was exposed, okay? A secret affair was exposed, okay? And this set him all the way off. This set him all the way on. Spirit, what else? Yeah. Abusive relationship, abuse. He was her abuser. He abused her. Because he was obsessed with her. He attacked her, he abused her, and he ultimately killed her. Yeah. Murder. She was murdered. Spirit is saying. By an abusive lover that she was in a relationship with. I'm seeing fire disaster here. So we know that she was a fire sign. He like kind of discriminated her against her in some type of way. Like there was some type of discrimination even. I don't know if she was discriminating against him or he was discriminating against her, but there was some type of discrimination in some way. Whether social, religious, limitation or disease or sexual discrimination, there was some type of discrimination, but then we see execution here. He executed her. He murdered her in cold blood. Oh my God. Oh my God. Spirit, what else is going on? I feel like she was suffering in silence leading up to the situation, Spirit is saying. She was suffering in silence with this person. This person may be very strict, very analytical, may come off like a know-it-all. This person may be very cutthroat and ruthless with a sharp tongue in some type of way. Also, if he did have some type of alternative lifestyle as far as like belief systems or something like that, like if he was actually into like something very dark or sinister or something and she wasn't, like, you know, maybe she wasn't down with it. Yeah, this person, he belongs to some type of, he has some type of partnership or alliance. Okay, he belongs to some type of cult, coven, or secret society of some kind. He may even hold a position of power, of authority, or leadership. We got boredom and discontent. So she was bored. Diana was bored and discontent in this relationship, okay? This all happened out of deception and envy. But you see how this person wears a mask in front of other people, but you see this person's face, they're ripping off their own mask. This person, that means that she knew her killer, okay? She know this person's face. This person, this is sad. This is sad. He wanted to keep her in solitude here. We got obstacles and challenges here. Yeah, sacrifice. She was sacrificed. She was sacrificed. She was ultimately sacrificed by this man. Yeah. I'm seeing recognition and reward here. Either he has some type of recognition and reward. This may be somebody who is well known. in a community or something, or around town or something. I'm also seeing solitude here. I don't know if he wanted her in solitude, wanted to keep her like to himself in solitude, or if he's in solitude right now, but there's something about solitude. We got shadow at the bottom of the deck here, okay? So there was a lot of things. This person could definitely be doing some things behind the scenes, behind closed doors, okay? Something was going on in the shadows, okay? Behind the scenes, okay? Spirit, any other messages as it relates to Diana? This person was in their feelings about a decision that Diana had made for her own self, for her own life. Yeah. Whoever he is, his ass is in solitude. He's in hiding somewhere. He's hiding out. He's laying low. He's been hiding out, laying low ever since this shit has happened. Yeah, he all up in his feelings. This is all about him getting into his feelings pertaining to a situation. I feel like about her making her own decisions, standing on her own 2 feet, being independent in some type of way. He was in his feelings about. He seems there was some type of messages that he seen. Yeah, he got upset about a particular friendship that she had with someone. He got upset about a particular friendship that she had with someone. He felt like because he supported her in some type of way, like he owned her or some type of shit. Yeah, there was some type of, he got in his feelings pertaining to some type of communication that she had with a friend. Okay? I keep seeing mystery. The situation may be a mystery. Spirit, give us more messages pertaining to Diana's situation, please. What else is going on? This friend may be somebody from her past that she had been friends with. I'm seeing recognition here. He realized, like, he may have gone through her phone or something. He didn't like her talking to another man. The communication she was having with someone else. He didn't like the fact that she had a support system from someone else, or the friendship she had with someone else. I'm seeing letting go here. I feel like she told him that, like, it was over. Yeah, breaking free. She wanted to break free from this situation here, and that's what caused her death. That's what caused her death. I'm also seeing inner knowing here. Mystery. It's still mystery, a mystery surrounding her death here. But she wanted to break free from the situation. She was murdered by this lover. Are there any other messages I need to share with the collective? This person could be feeling guilty. There was something changed here. I'm seeing a change in guilt. Or he felt like she was guilty or something. Or he could be feeling some type of guilt for what he did. Sir, clarify. Okay, so I'm seeing relationships. Judgment. Friendship. So it's like because she was in a relationship with him, she wasn't supposed to have no friends. Grief. Regret. Discipline. Wow. This person is also very prideful and egotistical. Could be cocky, conceited, or narcissist in some type of way here. I'm seeing regret here. This person is denial, envy. The person is in denial about being envious. Spirit, any other messages as it relates to Diana Rose Gonzalez? Any other messages, Spirit, as it relates to Diana? So I'm seeing worry here. She could have been worried. This supposed lover that she had could have been worried, or could be currently worried about the situation if they're going to be found out or something like that, or what have you. I'm seeing adversity here. So what else is going on here? Any other messages? I'm seeing failure, discipline, and abundance here. This person is a trip. They feel like they failed and disciplined Diana in some type of way because of the abundance or the money. Like, this person literally felt like they had a hold on this person, on Diana, because of what he provided financially to her or something. This is crazy. Love, guilt, adversity. Sir, I'm sorry, if you murder some damn body, that's not love. Okay? They can forget about it. That's not no damn love, though. But it's like now this person wants some type of forgiveness, yet they were successful with the death of this person, like with killing this person here. Like, and they're worried. They're worried about somebody finding out that they were responsible for this person's death. This is crazy. But they claim they love this person, but you murdered her. Like, how do you control another person's damn free will? Spirit, what else is going on? We got 1 century here, so this says long, slow, sluggish. Energy here, abundance, wealth, freedom. I'm telling you, this dude is literally hung up on because of the fact he has money and was taking care of her. So we got no here. And we got just say no. Like, she said no about something. This talks about negation, doubt, and speculation. With this 1 century here, like, this person did something long and slow. Like, this person may have slowly killed her. This person was like maybe even jealous of her, like, old memories, experiences, or history and shit. With energy here, this energy is all about abundance and wealth here. What else is going on here? So we got gossip here, camouflage, jealous, dark. This is all about this person's jealousy. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. Fear, dark, unknown, easy, uneasy here, okay? So I'm telling you, this person is in a very dark, sinister, evil-ass place. This person wears a mask. They're not who they appear to be. They camouflage themselves like they are a good person or something, but they're very dark and sinister, okay? They're chained to the devil here. They're very obsessive. This person is abusive. And she was in fear. Diana was in fear. Recalling is at the bottom of the deck. Memories, retention, return. She could have received a call from an old friend or whomever that she was talking to, or what have you. Like, because there's something about communication or messages or something coming in swiftly that this person was mad about, or they seen. Okay. This person is very jealousy. So what is going to happen with the situation? Or we got compete here. So this person, her lover, you are under tremendous competitive pressure. So this person was like competing or feeling like they were competing with someone else. This shit is crazy. We got ending here. A gorgeous ending. A new cycle begins. Abnormal. Pay attention to the unusual in life. Action, just do it if you think of it. And that's what this person did. Because of their jealousy, they took an abnormal action by ending this person's life in an abnormal way by killing them. That was the action they took by killing her, okay? And this person feels like it was discipline. Abide by the principles and act in concert? Really? Wow. This person did this in an effort to erupt here. Express your feelings, explode your energy here. This person erupted, all right? Erupted in anger, expressing their feelings. Okay? Yeah, look, deception, danger. There is danger approaching here. This person, wow. Diana was murdered by her lover, y'all. She was murdered by her lover, period, frankly. Okay? That's what's going on here, y'all. Okay? We're going to get a few more messages and we're going to wrap this reading up. This is really sad. We got talking shit here. So he was talking a lot of shit to her. Boss daddy. He a boss daddy. He's stable. He's rich. He could be a business owner. He may be a CEO. He got big dick energy. I told you it was all about money with him. He thought because like he a boss, like because he got money, because he was taking care of her, that meant he could control her in some type of way. Sure, what else? Didn't I tell you he's seeing some type of message? You got photo proof, getting evidence here. So he's seeing some type of maybe communication or message or something in her phone, and it set this person off. Okay? It set this person off. He attacked her. So we got inside scoop here, a closer look, nosy up in your business, okay? So this person was snooping or digging for something here. Obsessive lover here. This person is dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessiveness, and a karmic that she was dealing with, okay? Spirit say he's a bully. One more spirit. So I'm even seeing karmic friends here, okay? Obsessive lover, karmic friends. Can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer here, okay? Got haunted at the bottom of the deck. Memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects here. This person is definitely a divination abuser here. I'm seeing romantic love affair, sex fix, secret lover, dirty offer, bad karma here. There's a lot going on here, okay? But he was jealous, and that's the reason why he killed her, okay? That is the reason why he killed her. Spirit, any other messages I need to share with the collective as it relates to the situation? So I'm seeing angel number 1010. 10s is all about completions and endings, like cycles here. Spirit, any other messages? So I'm seeing love travel here. Something about travel, love travel, or something. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, so that concludes today's missing mystery. I do hope that this has given the proper authorities and her family the truth and the clarity that you all were seeking pertaining to the situation. You all, please like, share, and subscribe. Of course, if you would like to contact me or follow me, you can do so at tip.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For any person who is interested in donating to the channel, you can see the information there on the screen, guys. As always, y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There is wickedness in high places, and there is evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So you watch your surroundings, watch the company you keep, watch surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey, keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. I'd like to give my condolences for Diana Rose, Alejandre Garcia Gonzalez. For her, I hope she rests in peace, as well as I'm sending peace, love, and light to her families and her friends and all the people who actually cared about her and loved her. I hope this can bring you all some closure. I hope this can help the authorities to apprehend the suspect who is responsible for her death. Okay, guys, till the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.